Hello, everybody. This is Tenacious Earl, and I am trying something here. So, I have to turn this down. So, just give me a second. There we go. Because I don't know if. Hey, there are some comments. So this is actually coming out. I'm trying some different technology here. I did a quick test offline, and everything looked okay. So we're going to try this here. So this is second season. This is from play.com. It is a football game, and I'm in the middle of the Nine Nations Football League, as you saw on the splash screen there. So I'm really kind of hoping that this improves things. I know this particular shot may be a little bit on the grainy side. I have it zoomed a little bit, but just trying some different things. Provide any feedback you want. I'm going to try and play some of this game, the third quarter, at the moment. And some other things that this technology should be able to allow me to do is to do a little bit more, some other presentation type stuff as well, because I'm using PC rather than my phone, and but I am going to be using my phone as sort of the sort of how I'm going to look at my chat at the moment, because I have to use my Kindle as a I use it as a helper, a die roller. But anyway, so Chicago, Carolina. Carolina currently leading 24-2, and surprisingly, yes, there was a safety in this game. It was where I was in the first quarter. I believe it was Akeem Hicks tackling Cam Newton in the end zone. No, it was Unrain with the sack and the safety. So, but in the first quarter, Carolina got out to a 7-0 lead on a Fozzie Whitaker 7-yard touchdown run, which made it 7-0. Then Chicago got the safety that made it 7-2. Then Cam Newton with a pass to Philly Brown of 57 yards, a nice long bomb there to make it 14-2. And let's see. That was the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, let's see, down here with about just over 2 minutes to go, Ted Ginn Jr. with a 4-yard touchdown completion from Cam Newton, and that made it 21-2. And then right before the half, Carolina gets it back, and they're able to chase it down the field and get a Graham Gano 23-yard field goal to make it 24-2, and that's where we're going to pick it up here. So there we are, and I'm going to have to try and do a little sniffing around as far as, I think there are some plugins that go with the software that I might be able to look at the chat window on my screen. I don't know that for a fact, but this is a new webcam, and I'm using some new pens. So let's get right into this and see if we can get through the third quarter before I have to lay my head down to rest for the night. I got to get my Kindle up and moving here. So Carolina won the toss in the first half, so they deferred, so they will be receiving here. So Chicago will, and I forgot to write this all down on my score sheet, but Chicago, they're a -4 team in terms of the play calling. Carolina -1. This is the third quarter. Okay, so at 15 minutes, kickoff, Chicago. And that's going to be Connor Barth. First I've heard his name in this entire game. So we get the book right here. And as you can see, we will open up. All the charts are in the book. They also have some handy charts that come with the game, but I tend to like to look at the book for the most part. So you can see here, we will roll it off. Connor Barth is a single A kickoff guy. And so that's a 64. And as you can see here, high floating kickoff returned from the 3-yard line by secondary return man injury on play. So that means that it is a 62-yard kickoff. And for the Panthers, Ted Ginn Jr. is their return man. And so we're going to have, it says secondary return man. I'm going to go with the primary return man simply because I try to go with what was done in the game itself. And there weren't any returns from an up man. So let's just go ahead and have Ginn Jr. return it. And it's a 25. And you see here, you subtract 5 yards from his return grade. Up here, I'm not sure if it comes through on the video, but his kick return grade is 22. So we said we would subtract 5, so that makes it a 17-yard return. And then there is, at that point, an injury. So let's go ahead and check this out. 43, tackle A injured on play. But this is a return guy, so 21. Hard hit to shoulder, removed for rest of series. Well, in this case, the tackle would be a guy on the kickoff team because they would be in the offense in this situation. So that basically, this is the end of the series. We're just going to go ahead and let it rock out there. So that will be it. Okay. Long story short, yeah, maybe not so short. So I use a modified system for timing. So as you can see here, regular runs completion, 35-second runoff, 25-second runoff for if it goes out of bounds, and 10 seconds if it's incomplete, a timeout, a penalty, or a turnover. So and a kickoff I would also do 10 seconds on. So 14:50 is the time, and it'll be 1st and 10 from, so starting from the 3, so that's from the 20-yard line. Alright, so this is where I take this guy and I hit roll, and it will roll him around, and it gives me the play call right here for the offense, 53. And I can look at my solo calling chart, and if you look at 53 there, it says short. I have the focus turned off a little bit, but it does say short, and I have it turned off because it will jiggle around there a little too much. And then 16, which is the defensive play call, that is actually a pass defense. Whoops. And I just goofed that up, but that's okay. Everything will be fine. So I was short against a pass defense. So we go into our book, just as sort of a primer on how to play this. You go to short, and it is against a pass defense. So you can see here, this whole slew of stuff is your short pass versus pass. And I have my phone running, and I need to set up my power cable here, lest my phone is going to run out of juice really quickly. So give me one moment as I do this. Come on. Too little space, too many things to deal with. So what street hockey team are you a fan of? Philly and Fox. Well, this is from the 2016 season, by the way. So that's another. So, all right. So let's take a. So my offensive personnel set is 1. So if I look here, if you look here, I use dry erase markers, and so based on what says offensive set 1, so 1 is going to be Benjamin, Corey Brown, that's Philly Brown, Fozzie Whitaker, Ted Ginn Jr., and Greg Olson. So what I do on a pass play is I choose one of those guys, and sometimes you can't choose one of them if they have their R rating already used up by their usage. But in this case, we don't. The guy that is closest to that, since I have my stats right here, is Kelvin Benjamin. Actually, Ted Ginn Jr. is closest because he's got 3 catches so far in the game. But Greg Olson's rated for 8, so we're going to go ahead and try and throw a short pass to him. Newton will at least, 63. We look in the book here. Third quarter, this column here is the third quarter, and it says E for the defense. So E, in the case of this with defensive personnel 5, is Cravon LeBlanc. And so he is 0 pass, and he is not a 0 pass. So instead of there being a completion, there's a chance for an interception. Cam's interception rating is 3, so if it's anything lower than 25, and it is 22, that is going to be an interception. So Newton gets a little bit wild there, and the way I notate this is with an I and a triangle. And so with a short pass on a 22, is it 3 or more? Yes, it is 3. So on a short pass, it'll either be A or D. I take a decider die, this guy right here. It's what I call a D2, basically a flip of a coin. So it's going to be A, not D, and it's 5-yard pass. So A, in this case, is Tracy Porter. And I put 5 in parentheses, if you can see here. I'm not sure if that really shows up very well. And then from there, so you started to play on the 20. So the 25 is where the interception takes place. Porter steps in front of Greg Olson, makes a beeline for it. He was on a crossing route and just got in front of it. And let's see. So now we've got to go to the interception return chart in the back. And it's a defensive back, A, B, C, or D. So now we roll on this. It's 32. So out of bounds after a 6 plus 6, so 12-yard return. And that's that. So we're going to say that play took 10 seconds to carry out. And from the 25, that makes it down to the 13-yard line. So what I've now like to do, I've changed things up with the way I do this stuff. So just bear with me as I kind of go through this here. So I put down, whoa, oh, my computer screen went blank for a second. So 10-second ran off the clock, so I'm going to make that 14:40. And then the other thing that I do here is I say there's one play, no yards gained, and 10 seconds. So after the game, I compile or after each quarter, I compile all this stuff so I can kind of keep track. And then I have a sheet that I fill out at the end of the game. But okay, so let's keep moving along here. So Chicago takes over in great field position. 14:40 is the clock, and it's 1st and 10 from the Carolina 13. Okay, so I'm going to start going a little more expeditiously here. I may not get so much explanation of everything. Now, 11 is going to be a short pass, and a 2 defense is safe. So short against safe. Chance here for Matt Barkley and the Bears to maybe start cutting into this lead a little bit. So we pick offensive personnel 6. So we're going to let's see. We're going to call on Eddie Royal here as the intended receiver, 41. Quarterback, a 0 pass. Matt Barkley's a 1. So This is going to be XS column, so it could be a long game. This could actually be a touchdown completion, depending on the check that comes up here. 52. Is the strong safety a 2-pass? He is not a 2-pass. So loose coverage is going to be a 10-yard completion. So for the way I denote completed pass is a P with a circle. And we said that's to Royal. And that is a 10-yard completion. I put a little P with a square around it as a first down by pass notation. And that's going to be first and goal from the 3. And so we take 35 seconds off. That's 14:05. First and goal from the 3. Bears in business. So let's see what the play caller brings up here. Screen pass against a pass defense. Offensive personnel 3, and Jordan Howard, we can't target him anymore, so this time we will target, let's target Alshon Jeffrey, who currently has 3 completions, 66. K is 0 pass, so the K is a defensive end, and defensive personnel 5 means Mario Addison, not a 0 pass, so it's going to be an incompletion. So 10 seconds, I can get 13:55, second and goal from the 3. Let's see if they hand it to Jordan Howard here, and it will be an inside handoff to Howard against a blitz. So let's see how this goes. He is rated a trip A. Good rating. 23. Trip A is going to be XR. He's probably going to sneak through the line here. Let's see. 25 is either guard A or guard B is 0 run. Neither of them are. They're both 1s. That is at least an 8, or that is up to an 8-yard gain. That is so. And he just plows through run. I've used an R for a run. No designation otherwise, but that is Howard. 3 yards, touchdown. Chicago. Jordan Howard, 3-yard touchdown run with 13:45 left in the 3rd. And so, yeah, they will stick with the, let's see, 24-8 at this point. So that would make it 9. 24-9, that's a 15. So they can hold off on doing the 2-point conversion for a little while. So Barth is going to come in for the point after. And so he is a AA extra point guy, and 66 means he is going to miss the extra point. So that takes a little shine off of the touchdown, but that's going to make it Carolina 24, Chicago 8. And that is with 13:45. And that was a 3-play drive. Short field, 13 yards, and 55 seconds to score. Okay. So at 13:45, kickoff, Chicago, Barth. And I can't tell whether there's much chatting going on. It doesn't look like it to me, but let's. I'm just going to keep going here. Seems to be all right at this point, but it'd be good to have some feedback on. Oh, wait, maybe it's because I don't have this going. Let's go. Can I turn this live? There we go. Live chat still pretty quiet. Anyway, all right, so the kickoff, it is 62. That's going to be, so he is a single A, and that will mean a 55-yard kick. So it's only going to get to the 10. And again, we will use Ginn Jr. for the kick return. 22. Subtract 6 yards. Oh no, I just dropped this. I keep putting the. I can't lose these guys. But 6 subtracted from kick return, so that's 16-yard return. And so that should start Carolina out with good field position. I'm going to try and find my lid to this because I do not want these to dry up. And for anybody wondering, these are Stadler Tri-Plus fine liners. So pretty nice. So we're going to run 10 seconds off for the return. So that makes it 13:35. First and 10 for Carolina. So down to the 10 and then a 16 return. That's a 26-yard line start for the Panthers. Cam Newton and the offense out, and they're going to start going through the air with a short pass against a blitz. So trying to catch them by surprise here. Offensive set 4. We're going to throw it to they're going to throw it to Mike Tolbert here. He is in offensive set 4. Doesn't catch many passes, but let's see if he gets one here. 34 is the roll. Tackle A, a 2 pass. No, it's Michael Orr, and he's a 1. So it's going to be a quick completion for 5 yards. So Tolbert catches it for 5. Down to 13-minute mark. 2nd and 5 from the 31. They send in another short pass. This time it's going to be a safe defense. And offensive personnel 2. Let's target Greg Olsen this time. 51. C is not a 0 pass. He would be a 0 pass in enemy area if they were in their own territory, but they're not. So a solo tackle after half R completion for Olsen. His R rating is 13. You round up. So that's a 7-yard completion for Olsen and 2 in a row here for Newton. And that's a first down. Through the air. So down to 12:25. 1st and 10 from the 38. So medium pass this time. I'm going to try and take it downfield a bit against a run defense. So they're catching the right calls here at the moment. So with 3, they're going to go ahead and throw to Ginn Jr. here on personnel set 3. 51 is a 2 pass. A is Tracy Porter, and he is not. So this is going to be a potential long gain. XM results 46 is tackle B is 0 pass. That is Mike Remmers, and he is, yes, it's going to be a missed assignment. So quarterback will dump off to an alternate receiver. So let's pick a different receiver. We will say, let's send it. Send it Corey Brown's way this time. And it's a 6-yard gain. Okay, so 11:50, 2nd and 4 from the 44. 65. This is a good down to do it. Going to throw deep against. This is going to be against another run defense. They're thinking maybe that Carolina is going to try running, and this may burn them. So offensive personnel set 5. They're going to throw deep to Benjamin. 64. That's going to be an unusual result. 33. So the unusual result, incomplete, penalty, and an injury. So mark an X. That's how I do incompletion, is an X. And then the penalty, we will roll for that. 12. 15 yards on the offense. Is that illegal use of the hands? To the face. It's a clip. Illegal block. Penalty. Offense. Illegal block. Minus 15. So this play does not count. And let's see. And then we're also going to have an injury check. So let's go to the injury chart. 43. So that's tackle A injured. That's Michael Orr. And let's see how long. 11. Finger injury, player remains in game. So no... I'm going to put minor thumb injury. So nothing changes there, but it will cause us to have only 10 seconds off the clock. 40. And it's going to be, so the down does repeat, though. But that's going to be 2nd and 19, a 15-yard penalty. And so that's going to be back to the 29. So 2nd and long. That will be a short pass against a pass defense. I'm going to try throwing it to Whitaker here. 62A, a 0 pass. No, he's not. So, potential interception for Newton. Again, he's a Y equals 3. 34 will be an incompletion. So, 11:30. Hi, Dave. How are you doing? It's 3rd and 19 from the 29. Just want to try and maybe get some chunk yardage and see if you can either get the first down or just get to a point where you can try to pin them down deep. So 41 in 3rd and long is a medium pass against a blitz. So this could be feast or famine here. Either they get the first down or maybe a sack. So personnel set 1. We're going to throw it at Greg Olson. 23 are either F or B, a 2 pass. F in this case with personnel 6 is Tim. I can't read my own writing there. Timu. He is not a 2 pass. B is Adrian Amos. He's also not a 2 pass. So, quarterback will run. Barkley is an F outside runner. So this has to be a higher number, or else he's going to get sacked. So let's see. Outside run against the blitz. He takes. This isn't. Sorry, not Barkley. It's Newton. Newton actually is AAA. So this could be better. Let's see what happens here as he gets out of the pocket. 56. So it is the home team. Home field advantage. Home team on offense. Blitz anticipated XR. So this could be a long run for Newton. 13. Guard A, a run 0. No. Norwell is a run 1. 7 yards. And Newton gets to add a die roll to his run. That is 4. So 11-yard gain on the scramble. Not enough for the first down, but again, they do get that chunk yardage to make it a little more palatable when it comes time. They aren't going to be able to coffin corner, but they should pin Chicago reasonably deep. So this is a 4th and 8 from the 40, from their own 40, and so we're going to punt with O'Donnell. And let's see. the result of the normal punt. You have to be inside. You have to be past your own 45-yard line to do a coffin corner. 26. Punt sails out of bounds. 5 subtracted. So it's going to be a 39-yard punt out of bounds. So from the 40, that's 50, 40, 30, 21. So from the 21-yard line. But so that ends that drive at 10. Let's say 10:50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-play drive for Carolina. Let's see, it's 14 yards and 15 on the penalty. So that's 29 yards gained total in offense. And 3. That's 2:45, I think, on the clock for that drive time. But Chicago will take over at their own 21. They're trying to inch closer. They did get it back to 24-8. And it is 10:50, 1st and 10 from their own 21. So we roll the virtual dice. 25. That is a screen pass against a pass defense. Personnel set 4. Gonna pass it to Logan Paulson. And Barkley is an A completion, so because we're under 22 or 22 and under, we go off of the quarterback's completion percentage rating. And so in this case, you take 2 D6s and add them up for the yardage gain, and that's going to be an 8-yard gain for Paulson. So 10. Uh, 15, I think, would be the time. 2nd and 2 from the 29. 31 will be an outside run against pass defense. And it'll be Jordan Howard. He's a B, outside runner. 16 and a B is going to be a no gain. So 3rd and short. Third and 2. See if they can pick it up here. Well, they're going to try to get it with an inside run against a pass defense. So here's an opportunity. Jordan Howard will again run at AAA rating, but it's a 46. That's an unusual result. Could be a penalty, could be a fumble. 24, no gain. They got to hope for a defensive penalty here. Can they catch a break? 53. It's going to be a holding penalty. So that's a run for Howard. 0. And then I'm going to say penalty, offense, hold, declined. And so that's going to end this drive. So that is 9:30, 4th and 2 from the 29. A little early to be considering going for it here. So punt, O'Donnell. Punt is a 32, return grade of A, so it's going to add 5 yards, so 49-yard punt, no return. Again, we'll just let it die. So that's going to take it to 925. That is a 1, 2, 3 play drive. 3 and out. 8 yards gained, and 1 minute and 25 seconds. So got 4 guys here, guys or gals, just trying out some equipment here. This is a different game than I would usually play here on the channel. It's not the most channel-friendly game in the world, but that's okay. Just going to try to get through. I was hoping to get through the whole third quarter, but we'll see. Carolina takes over. So from the 29, 39, 49, 41. Let's try this again. So 29, 39, 49, 41, 31. 21 would be 50, so it's the 22-yard line. Carolina takes over from modest field position. And it's going to be an inside run for Carolina against a safe defense. And it's going to be Fozzie Whitaker. No Jonathan Stewart in this game, as he is injured. Whitaker has rushed 7 times thus far in this game. So he's coming close to his limit where we would have to downgrade him further. So in this case, with offensive personnel 1, SB is Corey Brown. Is he a run 0? He is. So it's going to be a 3-yard loss for Whitaker. Second and 13 from the 19. So second and long. That's going to be a screen pass against a pass defense. Personnel 5. And we're going to try and pass it to Greg Olson here. 35. SB is 0 pass. Olson is not, so this is going to be fine. 7-yard gain for Olson. So third and manageable now. It'll be 3rd and 6. 8. 15. 3rd and 6 from 26. And they're going to throw deep here. This will be against a safe defense. See if Cam Newton can connect. They're going to throw it at Ted Ginn Jr. So 36 is the center of 2 pass. They're on their own side of the. You probably can't see it here. Right here, he is a 2 pass on their own side of the 50, and that's where they are. So. The roll was 36. Center 2 pass, yes. Extra time to find an open man. And so it's going to be Q plus. It's going to be alternate receiver. We're going to say, we'll get it to Kelvin Benjamin this time. So it's going to be Q for Newton. It's 13. It's going to be a first down and 14-yard completion to Kelvin Benjamin. And that's a first down. A nice conversion there for the Panthers. 7:40, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Carolina's going to start getting down to where they would want to try and milk some clock here. But this time they're going to medium against safe. Medium pass safe defense. They're going to throw it at, let's see, Greg Olson again. Keep targeting him. 34. Quarterback's not a 0 pass, so it's going to be, he's going to connect it with Olson for 13 yards, another first down. So right on the money here, 7:05, 1st and 10. That takes down to the Chicago 47, and the Panthers are back at it. Inside run against a pass defense. They've really been keeping them on their toes. It's going to be Artis Payne here. He's an E inside runner. And Artis Payne has run twice. He does have a better rating for his first 2 carries on the inside, but this time it will be E. It's about 33. Guard B is not a run 0. It's Trey Turner. He's in this case, a 1. So it's going to be a 5-yard gain for Artis Payne. Nice run. That's a good batch of yardage on first down. That's going to bring it down to 6:30. 2nd and 5 from the 42. Dave, what equipment am I trying out? I am trying out a new Logitech webcam and just some presentation software. I'm doing a little bit of I see, if you can see down here in the corner, over here, got my picture on here, got 2 different cameras I can use. Be nice to incorporate a third, but I don't know how my PC would hold up into doing that. But we're trying it here this time, so just trying some different things. Wanting to try and make the channel, want to try and do some things a little differently. In theory, what I might be able to do is, although I will say, putting ratings up on the screen, yeah, I'll have to think about it, but there are things we can try. So, inside run for the Panthers. This is going to be Artis Payne again, this time against a safe defense. So he's going to get a couple chances to rush here. It's going to eat some clock. 31. Guard A, a run 2. No, he's a run 1. EA, that's Benjamin. No, well, actually, it's Olsen. He's also a run 1. So no run 2s there. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Artis Payne. So that's on 2nd down. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 5:55 left. 3rd and 3. 3rd and manageable. From the 40-yard line. And let's see what they dial up here. 3rd and short. Oh, they're going to try and catch him here a little bit. That's going to be a screen pass against a blitz. So, I'm going to throw it at, let's see. Going to throw to Whitaker here on the screen pass. See if they can catch him. 33. Guard B is a 1 pass, so not a 0 pass. It's going to be a 10-yard gain, but there is some laundry on the floor. So Whitaker 10 yards. What's this flag about? 52. That's going to be Norwell with a holding call. That's going to make things a little tougher. So we're going to say that is a pass completion to Whitaker for 10, but penalty. Offensive holding. So we're going to cross out. See, this is what I do here. I'll just show you. I try to write down the notes, but then I cross it out, so that way when I compile my stats, I don't include that. So it's going to run 10 seconds off 5:45. It's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 30. Or no, the 50, sorry. Because they're on the other side of the 50. All right. So 3rd and long. It was 3rd and short. Ooh, boy. And 3rd and 13. We can pull out a trick play here, and we will. So that's what the call is for 66. Trick play against any defense. Offensive personnel 5. We're going to say Calvin Benjamin. Actually, yeah, Calvin Benjamin will be the target. Let's see what the trick play is. 11. Reverse to strong side. Wide receiver breaks free into secondary. Go to go chart page 15. So it will be Benjamin on the reverse, page 15 go chart. So here is the go chart right here. The higher the number, the better. 34. That is a 28-yard plus 1. It's 29 yards, and they're going to get the first down. 29, a running first down on the reverse. Not the guy you would you'd probably say Ginn, and I kind of wonder if we should. I think we will. We're not going to say Benjamin. We're going to say it was Ginn, since that makes a little more sense in the grand scheme of things, because Benjamin does not have a rating. That is a rushing first down. 5-10, 1st and 10, and so 29-yard gain takes it down to the 21-yard line. So we should be able to get through this. So 13 inside run against safe. And it's going to be Fozzie Whitaker here, who is getting close to his limit of runs before he loses his effectiveness. 26. Either B or J, a run 0. Adrian Amos is a 2 on this side of the 50. J with defensive personnel 1 is D tackle. It's going to be Will Sutton. He is also a run 1, so it's going to be a 2-yard gain with a penalty. And 41 is going to be defense 5 yards. So that's an offside. So I'm going to say run Whitaker 2, but the penalty is going to be accepted, so we scratch off that run. It's going to be penalty. Let me just double check. That was 41. 4B, I think that is offside. Yes, offside. So that will be 10 seconds off. A false start would not be. So 5 even. So 1st and 5 from the 16, and Carolina looks like they're moving towards another touchdown. So 1st and short, inside run. This is going to be Whitaker again. 15. Pass. So inside against pass, Whitaker, a C inside runner. 53 is K a run 2. Defensive personnel 1. K. Well, Akeem Hicks is on the minus side of 50 for the Panthers. On the plus side, which is where they are, he is a 1. He's not a run 2, so it's going to be an 8-yard gain and a first down for Whitaker. And so it's going to be 1st and goal. So 4:25, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Carolina looks poised to tack on. Short pass against a safe defense. And they're going to throw it at Olsen. 25, H or I 0. H, one of defensive personnel 2. H is Leonard Floyd. It's a safe defense, and he is not 0. I is Willie Young. He's also not 0, so it's going to be complete to secondary receiver. We will say the secondary receiver is Corey Brown. And it's a 10. Oh, that's a touchdown. Gains 8. pass to Brown. It's the second touchdown of the game. 8. That's a touchdown. Philly Brown. And point after by Gano. 64. But his is AAA. That is good. So it's going to be, and that's with 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. Carolina stretches their lead to 31. Chicago 8. Okay, we will take the kickoff right down here. So, I want to do my play analysis here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 play drive. And started from the 22. So that is a 78-yard. So we make it 88 because there was a holding call. And then there was defensive offsides. That's 83. Yeah, 83 yards. And that's a long drive there. So it's 5 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. So 4:15 kickoff, Carolina. Gano. And his kickoff, normal kickoff, 24. He's a AAA. It's going to be out of the back of the end zone. No return possible. Touchback. Okay. So at this point, this is what we've got 6 people in here. This is what my score sheet looks like on the front. We're going to turn it over to the back, and just for the record, and so this was, I think, is it Michael Webb? Michael Webb might be the name of the guy who taught me this in the Facebook group. Kind of liked it. I think some of there's a lot of shorthand that's my own here. I think just trying to make it read quickly so I can quickly discern statistics, and I can get back to playing if I do that. But it's going to be 4:15 on the clock, the third quarter, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Chicago 25, and they've got some ground to make up. And let's see, this is the solo playing chart here. Third quarter trailed by 20 plus, and that is the case. I'm going to say A. So we're going to go off of the. We're going to try and expedite this a little bit for Chicago and be a little more pass happy, probably, because they are behind. They're going to be a little more aggressive, and I'm going to probably take off that I can't target somebody who's reached their limit with R's, because but if they get an R result, then it's incomplete. But okay, so from A, 26 is a screen pass against safe defense, and they're going to throw it Kevin White. 15. A completion percentage rating, so that means it's going to be a single dive, 5-yard gain for White. And they're going to go into conserve mode. We're going to let them do that. Usually that's just a 2-minute drill, but we're going to say 25 seconds will be used here from here on out for the Bears, and we would go with consume, which is 40 seconds for the Panthers, with this kind of a lead. But so it's down to 3:55. 2nd and 5 from the 30, and it's going to be a medium pass against a safe defense. They're going to throw at Alshon Jeffrey. EC is Logan Paulson. He is a 0 pass, so it's going to be caught in the flat for R, and it's going to be Jeffrey catching it. Wait, so what was it? 33. Oh, wait, no, I was reading that wrong. It's an incompletion on 2nd and 5, so that makes it 3:45. 3rd and 5 from their own 30. Chicago struggling here. We're going to go to 3rd and 5. That is a short pass against a safe defense. And 6, we're going to throw at Royal. 56K with defensive personnel. 4 is Charles Johnson. He is not a 0 pass, so it's going to be Y chart. And Barkley is bad interception rating. He's a 7. Fortunately for him, that 64 is going to just lead to an incompletion, but that's going to bring about a 4th and 5. And they're going to have to punt still. I'd say in the 4th quarter we'd think about going for it, but punt O'Donnell. It's just really, it's basically admitting defeat. If you, at this point, if you don't make it, you're basically just handing them the game. So 36, he is an A, so it's going to be 44, no return. So we're going to say that's 3:30 on the clock. 3 plays, only 5 yards gained, and that's 45 seconds off the clock. Okay, back to the Panthers. 3:30, 1st and 10. So 30. So 30, 40, 50, 40, 30. So 26-yard line. And again, we're going to really ramp up the usage by the Panthers, and we're also going to use, let's see, 4th. Well, they're not in the 4th quarter. Lead yet. So they're going to continue to go, but this will be an inside run for Artis Payne against a safe defense. So Artis Payne here, 25, guard B. He's a 2. Center is a 1, so neither of them are 0 XR, so he's going to have the potential for a decent gain here. 15, guard B is not run 0, so it's a 7-yard gain for Artis Payne. And Carolina is racking up the run yards. So we're going to take 40 seconds off the clock here. That's going to be down to 2:50. 2nd and 3 from the 33. And it's going to be another inside run against safe. And it's again going to be Artis Payne. How about that? Quite a bit the same roll there. 25. Well, it's the same check, and it's the same everything. How did that happen? That's funky. Now, if we get 15 here again, that's really weird. Okay, 54 this time. B is not a run 2. That's Adrian Amos. So that's going to be a 14-yard gain for Artis Payne and a 1st down. And the Bears defense is wearing down. It's down to 2-10, 1st and 10 from the 47. This short pass against safe. They're going to throw to Olsen. 62, D a 2 pass, no. So that's for R, it's going to be to Olsen. 13, that's another first down. 1 minute 30 seconds left in the third. 1st and 10 from the 40 of Chicago. They just keep piling up the stats. Short screen pass against safe. This time they will throw. They're going to throw it. Ed Dixon here, tight end, 66. E is 0 pass. It is going to be defensive personnel 2. That is Jacoby Glenn, and he is a 0 pass. So this is going to be XS. 61. Quarterback's X rating is a 4, so it will be a 15-yard gain. Another first down. And Chicago is just folding all together. 0-50, 1st and 10 from the 25. Carolina probably not going to score here before the quarter's over. Short against pass. So maybe this is a chance that they can stop the bleeding here. It's going to be a throw at Funchess. 16, but it's going to be off of the quarterback's completion percentage, and he is not a good completion percentage guy. That's an incompletion, so 40. 2nd and 10 from the Chicago 25. 32 outside run. It's going to be Cam Newton this time. He gets to run 3 times each half, and I don't think he's had one that was a busted run, but so this is against a safe defense. Cam Newton, a triple A. 33. It's going to be Fozzie Whitaker. He's a run 0, so it's going to be no gain. And because there's no gain, we don't add the die on there, so it's a 0. And that's going to take it to. It's going to take it to the end of the quarter. The quarter is just going to run out. End of third quarter, Carolina 31, Chicago 8, and Carolina's charging. So I'm going to just shut this guy down here in a second. So, oh, how about that? Just a second. See, I thought this was set up to do this. So, and it wasn't. So, I don't know why, but before it was set to something else and to a transition. But, you know, and you could have this transition. Ooh. Hi, how you doing? Or you could transition like this. But, all right. Well, do I have a time up here? How long the stream has been active? I don't see a time. How about over here? This doesn't say either. So, but having said all of that, just so this is second season. I know you don't get to see a ton of how everything gets together. You know, I'm not showing you every what the roles, you know, how they're resolved in the book. Probably can't see the ratings particularly well on the sheet. I'm going to try to experiment with the tools that I have here with my PC and this particular software package to see if we can turn this do a little more of an instructive video when we do a game. Strat baseball, it can be pretty self-explanatory. It's quick, aside from some of the things like steals and and super advanced, some of the things like the passed ball, wild pitch, balk kind of stuff. But we still have 3 people on here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to chime in. We are inching closer and closer to our $1,000, which is, I swear we hit it there at one point a couple days ago, and I think YouTube must have decided to can a few bots or something, and I don't know why the bots had subscribed to us, but some accounts went away, or we just had a few people say adios, and that's fine. But so I thought it was looking good. Actually, let me try something here. Might not work. No, it's not going to work. I wanted to do this. And how about that with this webcam? Everything is straight. It's not all backwards. I swear. But in any event, with all that said, I'm going to keep learning this. And one of these years, Dave Little might try his hand at streaming. Yeah, you can be. I mean, literally, I did for a long time with this guy right here. And you can get the tools together to put together a pretty decent broadcast, just with that. So at the moment, that's the way I do it. Now I can do this here, so you guys don't have a scene right now, but I can go ahead and say boom. And boom, and there. I mean, I've got. So this is at its native. This is the integrated webcam. Not sure how great I don't know. It actually looks pretty decent on my screen here. But so just for some reason on this screen it looks a little grainy. Maybe it's just because it's got a filter. I don't know. I'm just grateful that I have the opportunities to be able to, Ooh, what is this? Maybe I can't do that. Let me try this. What is this set at? Maybe it won't. Okay, well, I'm farting around a little bit, trying some different settings. But maybe you have to set that stuff before you get your presentation going. No, I do not have a change of background integration. So no, I'm not going to be at, Citizens Bank Park anytime soon. No green screens, no nothing like that. But well, anyway, I don't want to be here too long because I'm getting tired, and this has been probably hour and 15 minutes, so maybe a little longer. But anyway, if you could hit like, provide some feedback. What I probably need to do is make my background a little more purty, but just looking to keep putting out content here. Some things, we got Tabletop Earl, who's continuing Benito Santiago's hit streak. See if he can keep that going. If you haven't watched yet, I don't mean to spoil it, but he did get his first game, so that's good. If you haven't watched it yet, then it's your own fault because it's been sitting there for a while. About 24 hours, but yeah, so lots of stuff to do here. Not always enough time, but all right. So hit like, appreciate that. Hit subscribe, we appreciate that. Tell your friends, we appreciate that. We thank you for the friends that you lose because you told them about us, but hey, we're friends, so we'll be your friends for a long time if you'd be ours. So, and that sounds pretty lame, but hey, what do you expect? All right, so yeah, till next time. Celebrate the this is not backwards anymore. I'm happy because every time I look at a screen previously, it's all backwards. So hey, it's all good. Hey, take it easy, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. And guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this old music for you just for giggles. So take it easy.